$1 billion
$1 billion.
for AI.
For AI.
But from an existing fund.
From an existing fund. We have lots of flexibility with our existing funds to be able to deploy it. The message is really clear to entrepreneurs out there. We are committed to AI and investment in AI native founders.
Okay, tell us, Samir, how you saw wheat from chaff at the moment. We had, of course, many VC come on saying there's plenty of opportunities to write checks at the moment, but not all of the companies are as strong as the other. How do you understand that they're really doing something foundational within AI?
No question, and that is fundamental to our job, is to be able to sort those. I will just say I've been in software now for 28 years, served as CEO of 2 different companies, joined venture capital recently, but I'll tell you, I've seen these seminal moments in technology history where it becomes clear to the mainstream that we have made a technical leap forward and everything about life and work will be different. I saw it with the Netscape moment in '95. I saw it with the iPhone moment with Jobs in '07. And there's just no question in my mind that we will look back at November 30th of 22 and say that was the ChatGPT moment. And everything about the future is going to be different in great ways. And I think that incumbent on us as venture capitalists, if I take the Netscape example, the first one that I lived through, we need to go find the next Jeff Bezos. And I know he's out there and or she's out there, and we would love to talk to her. And we have to be able to sort the Jeff Bezos from, the next Amazon from the next web van.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do, but we're excited to go do it. And we want to signal to the market we got $1 billion of capital here to deploy into this new breakthrough that we think is going to change the world.
And we're looking at some of your portfolio, Jasper, DeepL, for example. Samir, there is currently this discussion about whether big tech or indeed walled gardens will win out. We see, of course, everyone talking about OpenAI and being relationship with Microsoft. We think about the competition with Google, but many are also talking about, well, open source. We're also seeing how Hugging Face makes an impact on that. What do you think about that sort of the dichotomy we're getting at the moment?
Absolutely. I think you're going to see continued innovation at all layers of the stack. We're seeing open source flourish. Costs are coming down really quickly. I do believe, if you were to ask me as a betting man, I think at the foundation model layers, would probably see a redux of the cloud wars, where the big tech provides the biggest platforms. But I think you will also see open source solutions. I think you'll see vertical solutions that are smaller LLMs trained to solve a particular problem set in a given vertical industry, et cetera. And so I think we're just going to, and then of course at the application layer, I think you're going to see the creativity of the world's entrepreneurs unleashed and problem solved in novel ways, and there will be thousands of those solutions. So I think this is one of those moments where I genuinely would say trillions of dollars of market cap will be created from this AI moment. And it's not, I say that not because my crystal ball is any clearer than anybody else's, but because I'm a student of history and I've lived in 28 years through the previous platform shifts. And every other platform shift has led to that level of innovation, creation, and market value creation.
Which areas are you pulling back from or hitting pause on so you can commit $1 billion to AI native?
The fun thing for me about the AI investments is AI is not a category, in my humble opinion. I think it is going to be embedded everywhere. They're the AI natives. We will invest deeply, and that's what this fund is all about. Every one of our portfolio companies have heard the message, how are you adopting and rethinking your solutions in the context of this technical leap forward? And so I think we're seeing it everywhere. And so I believe we'll continue to invest meaningfully behind all the places we have historically: vertical SaaS, horizontal SaaS, crypto, and cybersecurity, and healthcare. We do invest behind crypto as well. We've got a DAO, and so I believe crypto as well. I think all of these categories will fundamentally adopt AI because it's just a great new capability.
Psychologically and mechanically, is the timeline for exit different for an AI company or an AI adjacent company or a native AI company, AI native, and the type of exit?
Yeah, I would say yes, and I think it's faster. So the companies that I've invested in so far, as an example in AI, Jasper and DeepL, are two of the fastest growing software companies that I have ever seen in 28 years. I've seen a lot of companies. These folks, they're rocket ships, the adoption, because they solve a very real problem for customers. They each have tens of thousands of paying business customers already. And so I think we'll see exits even faster. I think these are IPO-worthy companies. And so I think that kind of exits will be the same, but I think they'll be even faster than what we've seen in the past.
What we've seen, and you just mentioned crypto there, is not only talk of a hype cycle, but also, Samir, talk of lack of regulation. How are you seeing round corners? I know you said your crystal ball isn't good as others, but I'm pretty sure it is because that's why you're a VC. What are you foreseeing in terms of regulatory strain and the race for AI being a certain and safe one?
Yeah, first off, I think the hype around AI is underhyped, given the impact I think it is going to have on the way we work and live. In terms of the regulation, I would say, in my experience in business, it is so uncommon for me to see all parties agree that regulation is needed and want to collaborate together across policymakers, founders, technologists, et cetera. And so I'm very confident that the industry as a whole is going to address that. I think there are some obvious and no-brainer areas where regulation will come into play that'll be good for everybody. Where I'm focused is, gosh, the amazing technical leap forward here can solve things in healthcare, in industries that I think could be in education that can be game-changing for us as humans across the world.